Hello, Gemini. These cards just gave me the most wickedest reading for Leo. So I'm going to bring them out because I was like, whoa, you really want to talk today? Because I can tell they really do. So I'm going to see what their message is today for Gemini. We've got ornaments and cemetery. Surprisingly, I knew this was coming. I tried to take these pictures of a cemetery last night and it didn't work. They didn't work. And I was like, I wonder what this is going to say. See, I said cemetery and it's ceremony. Dyslexia. I tell you, it just makes you see things that are not there. Also, obviously channeled energy, but okay, we got ornament ceremony. We need one more, please. Or two more. Okay. Okay. What's that? Okay, so this is a very guided message, okay? Very, very guided, okay? Very spiritual. Sometimes things are done to people that have done really awful things to other people. And it's not, I don't care about pulling up the energy. I don't really care what happens to these monsters because I know that they're around and I know who they are. So this is about somebody finally being frozen off from this clique that they've been doing ceremonies with. Okay. Oh my God. Do you know what I just got? Your third eye is amazing. That movie, House of Wax or something. It's old, okay? It's from the 90s, like early 2000s, I would say. I think it has Paris Hilton in it. I think it's called House of Wax. And that crazy ass family kills people and then makes them wax figures for their museum. Okay, I'm also going to tell one brief story because this is going to tie into two different things, okay? Which, I mean, it could be 2, 4, 5, 100. I don't really fucking know. But I also had this lucid once. This was when I was homeless. And I was living in my car with my sister. And you would not believe the lucid dreams and the shit that happened to me living in my car. Like I don't know if it was because we were outside or because we were living in the car and nobody was helping us. It was really fucking weird what came through. So this vision came through. My stepfather is a pedophile. Okay. And, he is only attracted to young girls. I think he molested his son, but I'm not quite sure. His son has all of the images and all of the red flags that he's been touched. But Craig, my stepfather, his name is Craig William Miller. He hurt me as a child. And then, with my father's permission, he stole children from me in another dimension. So I had this vision, which I ended up burning the shack down. He had this shack, okay, this shack shanty in some realm, okay, that was filled with my dead babies in boxes. Like they were dressed up like dolls. And they had some type of preservation on them. Like they were given, these babies were all newborns. A lot of them were stillborns, I just heard. So I didn't even know that. But he took these children and he put them into boxes and you know how they display dolls? He dressed them all up and he left them in the shack. And I had given him oh my God, I couldn't even count how many. I don't even think I would want to. Just picture a 8x8 shed with multiple rows full of these dolls that he called them. So I ended up lighting it on fire, and he stood there and he couldn't do anything, and he was screaming. Like, I don't know what these dolls were doing for him, because they were dolls to him, but they were my dead babies. Like, it was fucked, and he was getting something out. I don't know if he was selling them or if he was letting people play with them like they were dolls. I don't fucking know what these people get out of these things, but what they do in other dimensions is fucked. I always suggest writing down your dreams, and the more you exercise writing down your dreams, the more that you'll actually start to work in your dreams, and then you'll get a lot of your mission done in your dreams. It's fucking crazy. Like, I realized, I don't even think I realized that I was working in my dreams until like maybe a year ago, maybe, that I was like really doing something in my dreams. So anyways, that's another thing I'm getting, okay? That's what my eyes are seeing right now, which is hence why my eye just got itchy. So we've got this Mother Mary card because your ancestors are stepping forward to let you know that something is wrong, okay? Something has been done, and it's been done in vain. And the ceremony has been taking place for so long that you've become almost an ornament, or you're giving ornaments. Somebody is using something and they're putting it on display because it looks good, and you're getting absolutely nothing out of it. You're just standing still. No growth, no change, just standing still. Okay? And what is going to happen because this person has done this? I don't know what they chose to work with, but they're all going to get frozen. So we got Frost in reverse with merriment. So the reason why I'm saying that they're going to get frozen is because Frost is about, you see the candle? It's kind of about de-thawing, defrosting almost, right? What the frost does, and then what that ice preserves, and then how we come out of it, okay? And then with this merriment, but because it's in reverse, I'm like, okay, so somebody is going to get frozen with their 3 little friends that they've been doing these ceremonies with, that have kept you as an ornament. Isn't that fucked? Take it how it resonates. I'm not going to say that it's going to resonate with everybody, but this particular energy definitely is resonating with somebody. Okay, so give me ornament. Oh, geez. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. There's the Hangman. See, ornament, Hangman. Are you fucking kidding me? What's the difference? There really isn't. Minus the fact that when you're in Hangman mode, it's usually reflection of the self, which is why his crown chakra is all lit up, right? With his sacral chakra, right? The yellow, letting him know that what he's doing is correct. Sometimes you have to hang in thought, but they're hanging you. And the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, this is like they're just taking all of your ideas, which is because it all looks good. So this person has some type of ability, some type of photographic ability to be able to come into your head and take pictures of stuff that was supposed to be for you. And because it looked so good, they froze you, or they ornamented you and took everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if the universe thinks you're dead. Okay, we've got Chariot in reverse. That's the inability to be able to move. And this is really weird, actually, because I'm doing Cancer next. And Cancer always knows when it's around. Like when it's around another reading and it's about to be its reading, it will come out like this. So Cancer's already picked up this energy of not being able to move. And Cancer would get pissed off because it's an open fucking ocean. Why aren't you letting me move? Right? You could be anywhere in the world and you're stopping me right now. You're telling me I can't move when there's millions and trillions of other things that you could be fucking doing with your time. That's why Cancer would get pissed off. Okay? See? This motherfucker doesn't know what to do. He's just standing there and he's trying to make moves and he's making too many decisions, okay, and no movement. That's what's wrong with this situation. So this person was saying too many things, and that's how they got caught, because then the inability, they never gave you anything. And that's what got them caught. Had they, and I'm just going to say this because it's not going to be able to happen now, but had they have been 50-50 with what they were taking from you, they might have even not have been noticed. But because people have to be so greedy and they have to end up stealing everything because what the chunk that they're getting is not good enough. They taste taste it and they taste it and they want more and more and more. And then they're getting lazier and lazier and lazier in 3D while they're siphoning everything from you in another dimension, which is allowing them to be lazy in this dimension. Okay. So this person that's around you that's been doing this is very lazy. They don't do anything. They don't want to work. They don't want to collect any money because they're collecting it all from you, which means they're getting it out of somewhere. They're getting it out of a husband. They're getting it out of the state. They're getting it out of insurance claim. They're getting it somewhere, and that's coming directly from you. This is what they've been doing. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. I think I can keep doing this. I think I can keep doing this. They were fucking warned not to. They were told by something way higher as a young child to never do what they are doing right now. Everything, what goes around comes around. This person was taught values. This person knows that they're being a lazy piece of shit. Look at this, Ace of Cups just sitting in reverse. This person there, and actually this reminds me, I also had this lucid after my aunt basically kicked my sister and I out after we were homeless because we weren't giving her enough money. $600 a month wasn't enough for one bedroom in her basement. She wanted more, and because she didn't get enough, my sister and I had to leave. Okay. And then once we were gone, that's when we were living in a Motel 6 near Toronto. And I had this lucid, and I was sitting at a table with my aunt. Okay. My aunt is very obese. Okay. Like, she's gotten really fat over the years because of this, because she's been sitting around for so long. And she was sitting in front of me, and we had 2 glasses of juice. And I can specifically remember it was juice. Okay. It was liquid in a cup. It didn't look like this. Okay. But it was in like a glass cup. Okay. My glass that I was giving to her was full to the top. I'm talking, when I went to move it, water came out, like juice spilled because it was so full. She had my cup in front of her that she was just about to give me, and she picked it up, and then she just started chugging it. And then she looked at it. She even had this, like, you know, that stain, that juice stain that people get that just consume juice way too fast and disgusting, right? She had this stain, and she's looking at the glass, and I'm looking at her like, I just gave you a full glass. If you really want to fucking chug half of it and give it to me, that's your choice. And she looked at it, and she's like, chugged the rest of it and gave me an empty cup. And I still didn't take back that cup from her. It's not like I knew what she had done and I went, fuck you, and I took it back. I still gave it to her. I left it with her, and I just walked away, knowing that she knows she took everything from me. Right? It's like, it's dreams like that. Like, you have to really grab onto, because your spirit is showing you something. Things are happening in other dimensions, and you're being told about them. You're being warned about them, that somebody's doing something, and you need to get out of their energy because they're siphoning, they're taking, they're stealing, and you're giving them everything because you think like, wow, that's the thing to do. Why wouldn't you? Even though you know they're stealing, right? So it's almost like now they know that you're dumb. Now they know you're just going to keep giving, and you're going to keep giving, and they're just going to keep taking everything. And now they know how to play the game. That's the problem with this person. And that's why they're being called out. Okay. So this ceremony, you fucking gotta be kidding me. This is so gross. I should have known this was going to pop up. But for this ceremony, look who showed up. The devil. So they've been doing these devilish ceremonies, okay, connecting with entities that are completely controlling them, by the way. They have absolutely no control of their life. They think that they do, but they don't, or they would never be sending out and doing things like this if they knew that they could control their own life. But people think that they can't control their own lives, or they think that they're in control of their own lives. And by going out and ruining other people's lives, it makes them feel good, when really you're being driven to do it by something evil as fuck, because you were taught better. You know, these demons don't care. They don't care who they take. They act like fucking robots. They take you over, and then poof, you're a whole nother different person. Okay. So this person's ceremonies involved the devil. Okay. And it did this to you at night. This devil came to you, and it hated you. It said things to you. It blocked you to the point where, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you've got tinnitus, which is tinnitus of the ear, like that loud screech, right? There's always like, I call it white noise because it's always there for me. It's this frequency that you always hear, and I wouldn't be surprised if at night that tinnitus got even higher, to the point where you could barely hear your own self over these bells ringing in your ears. Okay? That was them doing this shit to you. They were taking everything from you and getting it in another realm. Okay, this is really what they were doing, right? You're on the ground, okay? They're making you act like a child while they've got the fucking scales of everything. That's not right, okay? This person, they automatically put you in a smaller role, okay? And it delivered. Okay, it delivered. It went straight to hell. Whatever this person did, they knew what they were doing. Okay, so now we've got frost in reverse. So I almost feel like somebody's, oh, look at that. There's the star right there. I almost feel like their wish come true, okay, is going to be that these people get frozen up. Okay, it's going to be a little bit confusing because I think there's all of a sudden a lot of options that are going to open for you, and you may not really know what to do because you've never had options like this before, because this person has taken them all. Okay, so I also see some type of relationship that is, I just heard, long overdue. Okay, is coming in. So long overdue that this person could have a 5-6-year-old child now. Okay, and when they broke up with you, they had no children. Okay, so this could be a very, very long time. There's the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands that was going in reverse, okay, because they were able to do this, is now upright. So we've got an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands. Even though the Ace of Cups is in reverse, that's the end of that. Look, I just pulled the World and I put it right on the Ace of Cups in reverse, because that's the end to the siphoning of emotions from you. This person cannot do this anymore, okay? This team was not right. They were never a part of your team. They were never doing anything that was constructive for you. They were always taking. So now the world knows about it. Somebody caught an eye on it. Somebody looked into this person's fucking life and said something is not right here, and noticed what they were doing and called it out. And sure enough, some type of freezer spell, maybe it is a freezer spell, maybe somebody put them in the freezer. I don't really know, but it looks like something from the past is coming back, okay? Or this is the past, and you could have known this person when you were like a child, when you were like an adolescent or something like that. Maybe you dated when you were like 16 or 17 or something like that, and now you guys are like in your 40s or in your late 30s or something, and this is coming back around because there's a connection. And when there's a connection between two people, and then it was sabotaged because somebody just wanted to use somebody as a fucking ornament, okay? Like, that's, oh God, what the universe has to reverse to make this happen is redonkulous. So, I mean, don't be surprised if somebody from the past just suddenly comes back, and you'll know this is about you then. Right? If suddenly you just start opening up the door to all these options, you know, things that were moving so slowly, all of a sudden moving very quickly. Right? And that's what happens when you gain control of your life again. Right? After a fight, like, this person fought you. They fought you down on the ground. Like, and you had to, it's almost like they dug a hole. They put you in the bottom of it. And then you had to climb up from that hole. And then there they were, standing at the top, like, get the fuck back down there. And this time you didn't go. You fought your way out of it. Because it's a devil. It's just a demon. All it is somebody being controlled. There's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, there's that lazy bitch. All it is somebody who doesn't want to work. Okay, and quite frankly, you can beat that. Like, somebody who's lazy, who doesn't want to work, then their magic is lazy, okay? Even though they know what they're doing, they're still being lazy about it, right? And that's how they got caught. Because people who have been in roles for a really long time that are doing something wrong fall into routine, right? They get comfortable, and then that's when they get caught, because they're not covering their tracks anymore. They're not covering what they've been doing because they're getting away with it for so long that they think they're untouchable. They think no one's ever going to figure it out because they haven't been for so long. Well, that just means that they were good at what they were doing and people weren't paying attention. Now somebody's paying attention. They're paying attention to what happened in the past and going, maybe something wasn't right here. Yeah, maybe somebody was a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, taking all that fucking money, taking all that cash, all for themselves while you got nothing. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're not an ornament. This is life. You got to live it. And how do you live it? How do you survive? Money. If you don't have money, you can't survive out there. People who don't have money aren't surviving. That's the thing. Is they end up on the streets, they end up taking drugs and they die. Like, it's called the real world. And people need to get the fuck into it and quick. Look at that. You are just moving on from this situation. I love that card. That's one of my favorite cards. She's got tarot cards falling all around her. She doesn't even care. She's like, I'm fucking leaving you all behind. I'll leave this deck behind. You know how many decks I've left behind? Because then it just, the wrong energy starts coming out and then they become a burden to carry around. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not carrying burdens. That's stupid. Okay, there's the Empress. So you're definitely ready to move forward. Okay, you're definitely ready to get out of this person's wax spell on you, okay? And there's the Two of Cups. That's unity, okay? So there's a lot coming together. There's going to be a lot of yin and yang coming together. So don't be surprised if, I don't know, you almost like find yourself around a lot of people who are single and they start hooking up. I almost feel like that. I feel like a lot of energies that are single that are just flying around because they've been used as ornaments in other people's lives, but they think that because they love them or because they're in type of relationship with them that it's okay that they're being treated this way because that's what love is. No. That's not love. Okay, there's the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so it's almost like somebody who has been hiding for a really long time is now coming out. Okay, they're coming out of hiding. They're ready to shine again. They're ready to connect with things again, right? There's the King of Swords, sharp as a motherfucking tack. All right, because that's what modesty is. I don't even know, but telling the truth is the only really way to go. Okay, whatever it is that you've got to do now because you are released from this, Spirit is like, do it. You are in your truth now. You're in probably the most power you could ever be because you're no longer in this person's power. And they knew how strong you were, and they knew that they were going to do something that locked you away from being able to fight for yourself and fight for your right to be an individual unit. Right? Not part of their bullshit. But now look at that. 4 of Wands, success. Magician in reverse. 5 of Swords in reverse. There's the 4 of Pentacles. Moon in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Judgment. 5 of Pentacles. Like, there's Justice. Libra right there. 6 of Swords. Fucking Wheel of Fortune. Like, there's the Queen of Swords. Like, so many people are now going to get an unbelievable, I think, amount of clarity all of a sudden in their life because they've got nobody thinking for them anymore. Like, this is the bell that's been going off. This is the call that's been going off, right? That somebody can't ignore anymore. Okay, that's why Justice steps in. The scales have to even. You have to be able to take care of your own life. You need to be able to step into your own shoes and not having somebody just obsess over you and take everything from you. That's not, no. You don't get to do that, okay? Not in my world, not in anybody's world. And that's why magic exists, and then you can do things like that, but it doesn't mean that they're in the law within what we live in. You know, like, they're breaking laws left, right, center because we live in the 3D. Magician in reverse, okay, with the 6 of Swords in reverse. So this magician now that's been doing this person who has the ability to make these spells work is now going nowhere. So they've been soaring in this whole fucking universe of shit that was all yours. Their blimp is now, okay, going right down to the ground. And the whole wheel turns for the one that told the truth. The one that told the truth, the one that knew that how life was for them wasn't right. What's the time? Oof. So I just saw 2024 as well on the clock. So I think we are like 3 months away from 2024, October, November, December. So within 3 months, I think a lot of somebody's life is going to be cleaned up. because they are no longer wrapped in ceremonies that are forcing them to stay dormant in their own life. I don't know who these two other people are, but Spirit just said to me, don't forget that there's still two other people that were involved with this. So the main leader, well, actually, I think there's a magician in reverse, okay, as one of them doing magic to cultivate evilness, basically. Then I see this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who's lazy, who doesn't want to do anything. They just want the checks to come in while they put their fucking feet up. And then maybe there's this person here that's the I think I can do this, I think I can do this, I think I can be a part of this, I think I can do this, I think I can cultivate for this. Like, you know, people are going to pay their price for this. Like, you were so many ideas were taken from you. I can't even imagine how many ideas, like, I'm talking ideas in your home, ideas in your life, ideas for the future, like ideas that belonged to you. They were yours. Like, you made them, you thought of them, you were the mastermind, while this person was like, oh, well, they know what they're doing, so I'm just going to take it. Because they couldn't fucking figure it out for themselves. Like, no other Eminem fucking came in here. No wonder your ancestors stepped in. Like, you've got the attention of something very loving that wants you out of this now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, now. Like, if not, you're already out of it and you just had to find out about it. Wow. Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Holy moly. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to end this reading. If it resonates, take what resonates. If it doesn't, do not take what resonates. This was a very intricate reading. Therefore, it may or may not. We don't all know. But this also, I just heard, could bleed through other things in your life, right? It's not always like as cut and dry. Like, for somebody, it could be exactly word for word what I said. But for other people, it is similar to situations that have happened or have been continuing to happen. And now they're not going to happen anymore because whoever this person was that was deciding to just do everything and take everything for granted and take all of your ingenuity and ideas that probably took you a very long time to think up, that person now is going to experience something that they've never experienced before. And you are now going to get that open door to all of those things that were taken, all of those ideas that they never even did anything with. They just robbed them from you, right? So you wouldn't do anything with them because their idea was that everything was easy. Everything's going to be easy. They're doing it, I can do it. They're thinking of it, I can do it, right? When no, like, nothing is easy to anybody unless you've mastered it. And in order to master something takes thousands and thousands of minutes. Okay, I'm talking hours and hours and hours. Sometimes people do things for 20 years and they still feel like they're learning about it, right? So, like, how can you say that you can just take the traits of somebody and just be them? You can't. And then they didn't, like I said, didn't do anything with it because they just liked the way that everything looked in your mind. So they just put your mind on display. Like, but then took all the credit for it and hid you in the background. Like, you know, now I'm getting, something happened recently to Katy Perry's songwriter. These models are going missing. Like, I mean, I have to believe in conspiracies because there are so many fucked up things that happen that if you don't open the conspiracy box, you're never going to see the truth on anything, because everything is a cover up and everything is like, oh yeah, you're saying that. Well, I know they're speaking somewhere else in another language about something else. Like, you know, like, it's too, like, sometimes things are too in your face. Like, oh, okay, I can see what you're doing. That's a cover up. Like, I don't know, man. Like the person behind the person, you know, like, I always thought Katy Perry would have wrote her songs. Why wouldn't I? I don't fucking like look up her shit. Be like, oh, she's got to be the greatest songwriter ever. I just assume she's singing her songs. She wrote them. But as we know, so many of those artists have songwriters. They ain't writing shit. They just have good voices. And that kind of sucks, because they're winning awards over people that busted their ass to write those lyrics, that went through hell and back to get that poetry, and they're expressing it, and they look like a mockery to those people that just have songwriters in the background. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's something I don't. Again, you're allowed to have your own opinion on everything. So fuck you if you think I can't have my opinion on that shit, because I can, just like you can. But anyways, I'm getting that, like, you know, maybe somebody was like, you were the writer of everything that they did, and they took fucking full front prize for everything, but they didn't say that you were a part of anything. They didn't give you credit for anything. Right? So using you as an ornament is bullshit. At least, like I said, had they had put your name on the product, or been like, I'm going to give you 50% of everything because I know that it was you that did it all. Like, had they had just shared and been honest and allowed you movement, and only took certain things that they really wanted to do with, but instead they just took everything because it all looked good, and then they put it in a box and just sat it down and went, I'll get to it one day. I've got my life to live. Well, exactly. Why did you take somebody else's when you've got your own fucking life to live, right? These people are fucked. Like, and they're going to have to answer for all this. That's the thing, man. I try to tell people, do not fuck around with magic. Do not take things that are not yours, because all those things are going to come back to you one day. And I'm not talking in the fucking way off in the future. I'm talking like, yo, some of that shit can smack you in the face the next day after you fuck with somebody, right? Like, karma is strong, and it is around, and it will bite you when you least expect it. And everyone's like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, you fucking did. You know you did. Karma wouldn't just be biting you right now if you didn't do nothing. Or if somebody put some spell on you, then no, it's not all your bad luck. You didn't inherit bad luck. You're getting bad luck because somebody used you as a fucking ornament. And they liked everything on the outside. Well, guess what? That's not reality. It's not just about the outside. It's more about the inside. If people were fucking connected to themselves, they would understand that. Like, this guy tried to date me, and because he knew that I found him attractive, he thought that was it. And I was like, okay, we can't even speak to each other, though. Like, you think we can date? And then I had this full conversation with him about how I want to take things slow, and that I think that dating is really important. And the next day he asked me to move in with him downtown and get an apartment because he couldn't afford it himself. I was like, you're not listening. Like, you just, sometimes like, people, they can just see the packaging, and it doesn't matter what you're saying. It doesn't matter the truth that's coming out of your mouth. They just see the packaging and they go goo goo gaga. And it's not correct. So anyways, Gemini, I'm going to shut this down. Thanks for watching. I hope it resonates, and I hope you get your fucking life back within 90 days. Just like the card said. See ya.